Welcome. I just wanted to do a video. I would like to say quick video, but it's probably going to be a little bit lengthy about how to install your own Minecraft mods from scratch, how to make your own mod pack, essentially. I have a couple of friends who are not as familiar with it as myself, and I'm basically making this video for them so they can see how it's done. But if it becomes helpful for anyone else out there, great. Use it, have at it. I know Minecraft has been around for a long time, and a lot of people know how to do this, but I also know that a lot of people just use kind of automated tools or mod pack creators and things like that to create mod packs with some help, or just straight up use Curse or, now the new launcher with Twitch that you just automatically download mod packs and they set up instances and do all that great stuff for you. But the problem is you can't really edit them. I mean, you can, but I'm going to show you the bare bones how to do it from scratch way of mostly this is going to be installing. If someone gave you, say, here's a zip file with a bunch of jars in it in a mod folder, here's how you get them installed. But I will also quickly show you, how you go and just get the individual mods. So here we go. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. So what I'm going to show you first is my Minecraft launcher, and I'm showing you this because I'm a stickler. I like it the old way. I don't like this is what's called I believe the 5th generation launcher. And then there was a 6th, and there's now a 7th generation launcher that just came out in 2019. And it's still technically, I think it's still in beta. But let me show you, this is the old school launcher, and this is how I add, new mod packs. As you can see, I have a profile down here and a bunch of mod packs that I have been playing recently that are in there. And you can edit a profile, like if I have one already, you can edit it, or you can, of course, create a new profile, and it populates automatically with the stuff from the profile that's already highlighted in the dropdown. But you can, of course, change it and completely do what you want. We'll get back to this in a second. I just want to show you that while this looks probably quite different than what you're using, it is basically the same. So this is probably the launcher that most people are using, unless they've clicked on the beta tab in the settings for this launcher, and then they're seeing something that looks like this. Okay, so either way, you probably have either this launcher or this launcher. Okay, I'm going to show you on this launcher for now, and then show you any differences on the other launcher. Like I said, I don't use this launcher, so I can't have an active working launcher demonstration to show you, but this should be good enough to get you the idea across. So let me really quickly show you the pages that are going to be of concern in the launcher. This is, of course, the main page, and then you'll click on launch options up here, and it will show you a page like this. All right, and you have these radio buttons where you can set it to advanced settings, which you might want to do. I wouldn't be against you doing that. And enable snapshots will show you any of the unofficially released versions of Minecraft that are still out there. So the as of the time of the recording of this, it'd be 1.14.4 is official, and then snapshots would be anything that's coming after that. And then you get the historical versions too. You can go back all the way to even some select alphas, betas and alphas and stuff like that. And of course, back to 1.17.10 and before that. At any rate, what you're going to ultimately want to do is add a new launcher, not launcher, but a new profile is what they're called in the old one. I'm not sure what they're called here, but you'll do add new, and then you'll see a screen like this where you can give it a name, and then you'll have a drop down here where you can pick a version, and then you'll have you can set a resolution too. If it's set to something default like that and you want it like 1920 by 1080, just click this button and put the resolution that you want in there. And then the game directory, By default, it's set to your user directory app data roaming.minecraft, but I'm going to show you when we're installing separate Forge modules how to kind of keep these separate. So we're going to actually add a directory or two at the end of this that's under your .minecraft directory, but I'll show you that in a minute. And then this is the last bit of it. Once you get a new one set up, once you're done with that last screen back here and you do save, you'll see when you click this little arrow next to play, you'll have other options of different types of Minecraft that you can run, okay? The same sort of thing happens in the new launcher. That's the main page. Here's the page that you're going to go to add a new installation. They're called installations in the newest one. And then this is the page that you get if you click the add new or the new button back there. And it's the same sort of thing. You'll give it a name here. And you'll pick a release version here. This server is for downloading the server software. You don't have to worry about that right now if you're just installing a mod client side and somebody else is running the server for you. But you'll pick a version here and you can set your resolution. You can let it auto if you want, or just put a specific resolution in. This game directory is the same. You see they have users, but yours will be users, your username on your computer, app data roaming, and then you can't see it here, but it's .minecraft. And then you can put Java executable, runtime executable stuff in here and change your Java arguments. So if you have Java arguments in here and they're set to 2 gigs and you're running modded Minecraft, you'll probably want to consider moving that to at least 4 gigs, depending on the mod pack. So just wanted to point that out. But all that aside, we're going to show you kind of, I'm going to show you on Linux what it is we're doing here. And it should translate the same for Windows users too. In all cases here, you'll see I have home bobofet.minecraft. In your case, you're going to have, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I think you're going to have, unless you guys have a custom install, you're going to have users, your username, app data, roaming.minecraft will translate to what this is here. So basically replace everything from C to roaming with home to bobofet, and then we're on the same page, okay? So go to that directory on your computer. And what you're going to see is something that looks like this. You will not see this Forge directory. You won't see this Astral Sorcery persistent directory either. That's one of the mods that I have that is just put a directory out there for whatever. But you'll see assets and resource packs, and you'll see most of this stuff if you've run Minecraft before. What you won't see, like I said, is this Forge directory. So go ahead and right click. I think on Windows you can right click and create a folder, create a directory, and call it Forge. You don't have to call it Forge, and it doesn't actually have to be in the .minecraft directory. I just do this for ease of use. As it turns out, this directory can kind of be anywhere, but I would suggest just following along with me, especially the friends that I'm doing this for, so we're all on the same page if you run into any troubles. So create a directory called Forge, and then in Forge are just folders that have the names of whatever mod pack that you're going to be running. And what will happen is I'm going to create a zip file that looks like this. And it will have like a directory in it that's just the name, like this is Fetcraft Returns. I'll have some name for it. This is not what we're playing, but I'm just showing you this as an example. I'll send you a zip file, you'll unzip it, there'll be this directory under here, and in that directory you're going to find a mods and probably a config directory, because I'm going to change some configs so they're default for all of us instead of just not default, but they're changed a little bit so we have some added little extra cool things. But you'll always find at least a mods directory, and you sometimes will find a config directory. In the mods directory, you'll see there's a bunch of jars, and these are all the individual mods, okay? And what I did to get these was I just went out, I literally went out to Curse here, curseforge.com, Minecraft MC mods. In fact, if you just go to curseforge.com and you'll get a page that says, oh, here's a bunch of games that we have on Curse. And then you click on Minecraft, and it'll get you into the Minecraft area. It'll put you into the mod packs directory where you can grab some mod packs here. You need the Twitch installer to install these. On Linux, I have to do something cute and special to make that happen because I can't run the Twitch installer on Linux. But that's neither here nor there. What you really want to do is click on the mods tab, And you can search for a mod here like this. We could do like one that we had mentioned, Hunger Overhaul. All right, and then it shows us the Hunger Overhaul, and we can download it, and you gotta wait a little time for it to blah 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 blah. But eventually, you'll get a thing down here, and oh yeah, sure, I'll keep that. See, it's a Hunger Overhaul jarred blah 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 dot jar, and we'll keep it, and it downloads it, and then you do this for all the mods that you want in a mod pack. And keep in mind, a lot of mods have like libraries that go along with them, and you need to download the library too. Let's see if we can find one that is a good example of that. Let's find AE2. There's AE2 right there. All right, and if you get here and you scroll down, I thought AE2 had a helper, had a library. Well, at any rate, if you get one that has a lot, wow, nice web page design. What the fuck is this? Good job, Curse, Twitch, whoever. You when you go directly to the page, sometimes you'll see like this mod needs some libraries that are associated with it, and you'll have to get those too. Okay, so I just want to show you that. That's a quick and dirty on how you find mods. They're all here. You either browse through them painstakingly, you open up a mod pack that you liked before and look through that for mods that you like, and then come here and find them and physically download them, put them all in the same directory, and put them all in a directory called mods like you see here, and then you're basically good to go. And then once you've done that, you can kind of still follow along with this tutorial, which is for, like I said, for some friends that I'm going to be sending a zip file which has all these things in it already. So at any rate, back to the actual tutorial at hand, you'll have a zip file that's going to have mods in it, and like I said, probably config, and you unzip these and anywhere you want, or you can unzip them directly to the directory that you need. What will happen is when you unzip them, if you were to unzip them here, say in Forge, it would in theory create a fetcraft returns directory, which I'm not going to do because I already have one here, and I actually have some running game in there. But if you were to unzip it here, you'd get a fetcraft returns directory, and under it, you'll see, actually I don't. I guess I could have done that. When you unzip it, so you get the fetcraft returns, and then you'll get a config, which will have some configs in it, and you'll get the mods directory there on your hard drive, ready to go. And all you need to do then is remember you got this in, it'll be your app data roaming .minecraft forge / fetcraft returns. So come back to your launcher. I'm going to show you on my launcher, but it's going to be the same as on the other launchers, and I'll reiterate with the pictures of the other launchers here. So if we do a new profile, and we'll call this fetcraft returns. Okay, you can call this, you can put whatever name you want up here, but ignore this op Minecraft Forge. My .minecraft that I was showing you before actually is just a pointer to an SSD drive that I have, but just assume that this from opt Minecraft, this part is just your C users, your username, app data roaming .minecraft, and then that Forge directory. So you'll want it to be C with all the roaming, blah, 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 blah. You want that and the .minecraft, and then here is where it will change. You'll want Forge, and then in my case, in your case, you're gonna have a little button that you click that you can just browse and find the fetcraft returns directory. In my case, I'm just gonna do it. Actually, I should do it. Did I do all caps? Because that matters. No, it's all lowercase. Okay. Fetcraft returns, and I can set my resolution here. And the most important part, though, is what version you're going to use, right? And we're going to address something here in a second before we do all of this. Let's just do this. Let me just show you the Forge install here. So you're going to want to go to, you can actually just go to Google and type like Minecraft Forge, and you'll get to this page, but it's files.minecraft mcforge.net. I recommend just going to Google and type like MC Forge, and it'll be like one of the first links that you see, and it'll get you to this page that looks like this. Ignore this. I don't have a ad blocker, and they're yelling at me. But for the mod pack that I'm running is 1.12.2. And so we will just be getting the download the latest recommended. For you guys on Windows, you can get the Windows installer. It works. It should work fine for you. I get the regular installer, which is a jar that I can run on Linux. There's the Forge installer. So I get this. I double click that, and it's asking me to install Forge, and I want to install the client, and it's saying where my location is. Once again, yours is going to be C user, your username, app data, roaming .minecraft, not op Minecraft. But I think you guys got that by now. You should know where your Minecraft directory is. Make it install client, say okay. It's going to do its thing. Yay, it successfully installed it. And now, in theory, I should be able to go back to my launcher. Let's restart the launcher. All right. Here's the launcher. Once again, your launcher is going to look a little bit different, but you get the idea. You get the general idea here. Okay. So I should be able to edit this, and now you see that the correct forge is in there. Okay, so this shows you all the bunch. I guess there was something weird with the way that had opened before. You see now I have all my forges in there. I have a 1-2 that ends in 2836, and then there's this newest one. Oh, this is the newest one, 2836. Is that the one we just got? Oh, you know what? Maybe I was using the latest, which is 2838. At any rate, you'll want to get the latest one, and don't worry about the recommended. The latest will be fine. I should have said get the latest one, but worst case scenario, you just get the new installer, and then you install it again. You have you'll have a bunch of forges installed, but it's no big whoop. So here's the new one, 2838. We'll run that and install it. This is good to show you that you can have multiple forges going successfully. Blah blah blah. Let me go back to Z launcher, and we're going to close this again and open it back up to make sure it recognizes the new Forge install that we just did. So here we go. Hello, and good. We'll edit the profile, and we'll see there's a 2836 and there's the 2838. All right, so we have a bunch of forges, and they're all. We have an even old forge like I showed you before that was against 1710. But at any rate, you're going to want to pick, in the case of this tutorial for the particular friends I'm talking about who we're going to be running a mod pack that runs on 1.12.2, you're going to want the latest forge, and not the recommended, but the latest, which is the one that ends in 2838. So we're going to agree that we're doing 2838, and you set the version to release 1.12.2 forge 1.12.2 14 blah blah blah. Just the end number is the important one, the 2838, and that of course at its release 1.12.2. You could change your Java arguments, and like I said, I have mine set to 6 for most mod packs. Depending on how much memory you have available, you may only be able to do 4. I wouldn't recommend doing more than 6, actually. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but if you allocate too much memory to Java, other weird things tend to happen on your computer. I might actually think about knocking this back, depending on the mod pack that we're using. If you have weird things happening, you can sometimes fix the weird things that are happening with this line that's in your Java arguments, okay? So back real quick. Now you've seen how I done it here. Gave it some name, put in Forge, the directory that you created, and then the name of the directory under that the zip will create. Give it your resolution. Any other checks you want to do here, if you happen to have this launcher, make sure the version is correct and your JV arguments are set to go, and then you save profile. I'm not going to do that because I already have that, and I'll go back and mess with that later. For you guys who are on this launcher, you click launch options, you click add new, and you're going to see a screen like this, and this is the place where you'll hit this drop down. You're going to see a release 1.12.2 hyphen, and then all that Forge stuff that ends in the 28 or whatever version I just told you to get. You set your resolution here, and you'll point this to users, your username, app data, roaming, .minecraft slash forge slash whatever the name of the directory is that you have the mod pack installed in. So in our case of this tutorial, Fetcraft returns. And then you save it, and then you'll see a screen like this when you click this little arrow down here, and you'll see, if you named it like Fetcraft returns, you'll see a Fetcraft returns 1.12.2 down here. Click it, and it should launch it, and then I will give you directions privately how to actually connect to the server, what the URL is, and any pertinent information there. And if you do happen to have the new beta launcher, once again, you come here, you click on installations, you get this screen, click on new, and then you get this screen. Give it a name here, like Fetcraft returns. Pick the version. Make sure you pick the version that has Forge, blah, 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 2838 or whatever number I gave you. Make sure the game directory here is your username, app data, roaming, .minecraft slash forge slash Fetcraft returns, or whatever the name of the mod pack is. Okay? And then your executables here, you almost certainly do, if this defaults to 2, you're going to want to make that more than 2, almost certainly, for the mod pack that we're going to be running. And once again, the Minecraft Forge page, you're going to want to get this 2838, download latest. And then if you want to make your own mods, you do it here on the curseforge.com Minecraft MC mods page. Okay. I think that pretty much covers everything for this. Like I said, I'm sorry that went a little bit longer than I expected, but you should get the idea. If you have any questions, the friends that I'm doing this for obviously ask me directly. Anybody else, send a comment. And if you need to know something specific, I can tell you. Before you comment, though, I understand there are easier ways to make mod packs. There are semi-automated tools. This was all about being able for me to create a mod pack specifically, which I've been doing for years, but also then be able to give it to my friends and have them know how to install it relatively easily. So that's it. You should be good to go, and hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.